On Tuesday, the 29th of April, 1862, 27-year-old Mary Timney became the last woman to be publicly hanged in Scotland. She was executed at 8:15 a.m. on the gallows borrowed from Edinburgh and erected at the junction of St David's Street, now Irish Street, and Buccleuch Street, outside the prison in Dumfries, before a crowd of some 3,000 people. One local newspaper, the Dumfries Herald and Register, announced that the deed, bloody violence, has caused great sensation in the quiet and well-ordered district of Glen Kens. Mary lived in a cottage on a land owned by 40-year-old Anne Hannah at Carsford, near the eastern edge of what is now Galloway Forest Park. It appears that the two women did not get on well, and that was the problem, with Mary frequently trying to borrow money from Anne. Anne also accused Mary of stealing wood from her. Things came to a head on the morning of the 13th of January 1862, when Mary attacked Anne in her own home and beat her to death. Anne was discovered by her brother, Lockhart Hannah, lying on the floor in a pool of blood, barely clinging to life. A butcher's knife and 2-foot-long piece of iron, both covered in blood, were found in the room. Mary was the prime suspect and was identified by witnesses as having been in the vicinity, carrying a mallet and having blood-stained clothes. She was arrested and claimed that Anne had started the fight by kicking her and that she used the weapons that were to hand in self-defence. She came to trial in early April at Dumfries before Lord Deas. It took the jury just half an hour to unanimously find her guilty of murder. Lord Deas donned the black cap in preparation to pass sentence of death, causing Mary to exclaim, "No, my lord, give me forever prison, dinna do that." He continued to sentence her, causing her to break into tears. Strangely, after the trial, there was substantial public sentiment in favour of a reprieve for Mary, with public meetings and newspaper articles criticising the brutalising tendency of legalised strangling. The Kirkcudbrightshire Advertiser reported that the great majority of the public of Dumfries were horrified and indignant that this butchery should be permitted in their streets. The MP for Dumfries, William Ewart, a well-known anti-death penalty campaigner, was urged to take the case to the Home Secretary of the day, Sir George Grey. Some 3,000 women signed a petition for a reprieve. On the 24th of April, the Home Secretary announced that the law must take its course. William Calcraft had travelled up from London on Monday and made the usual preparations. At 8:15, Mary was led to the New Drop gallows in a state of near collapse, crying out, "Oh, my four weans! Oh, my four weans!" A broadside of the execution was published.